So students, now we continue with the part C of the chapter measurement, but the part B has been omitted. Part C, which is all about the seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum. In this chapter or in this part, we have certain relations between the time period and the frequency. The time period is equals to 1 upon the frequency, which is written as T is equals to 1 upon F, or in other words, frequency is equals to 1 upon time period. And there is a formula for pendulum. Suppose for a pendulum, this is the length of the thread or the length of the pendulum, and there is a gravity which is acting upon the thread or on the bob. So for that we have a relation that time period is equals to 2 pi root of L upon G. So from this relation, or the factors which are affecting the time period are that T is directly proportional to the root of length, and secondly T is inversely proportional, that is 1 upon root of G. It is inversely proportional to the square root of acceleration due to gravity. So these are the formulas. Just put up on your separate page and keep it ready, so that where for which problem which formulas are to be applied, you will understand it. Okay, just put down these formulas on a separate piece of page. So the first question in this is about a simple pendulum completes 40 oscillations in 1 minute. There are 40 oscillations in 1 minute, but 1 minute is of 60 seconds. So what we require is frequency. Find the frequency. First of all, we want the frequency. So for your A part, frequency means what? Frequency, according to the definition, frequency is the number of oscillations per second, and that's why the formula becomes number of oscillations per second upon time interval. So here they have given 40 oscillations upon time is how much? 1 minute. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So we divide by 60. When I divide by 60, cancellation gives me 0 0 cancels, 2 2s and 2 3s. It becomes 2 upon 3. But 2 upon 3, when I cancel it further by division, 2 and 3, it does not. So 0s and 0 1 0, sorry, 2 6 18, 2 0 to 6 18. It is going to continue. So it is going to come out to be 0.666666 so on, which is approximately 0.67 frequency. Frequency is per second. Unit is per second or hertz, Hz. Okay, this is your frequency. And in the same problem we require time period. The time period is 1 upon the frequency. Frequency we just now got 0.67, but listen to it carefully. Instead of using this and shifting the decimal and making the problem complicated, 0.67 ये आंसर मिला कहाँ से? By dividing 2 upon 3. इसका मतलब 2 upon 3 is the answer. So why don't I put 1 upon 2 upon 3? जिससे क्या होगा? When I make it reciprocal, it becomes 3 upon 2, becomes easier to divide. 3 divided by 2, 3 का half is 1.5. Therefore time period is 1.5 seconds. Getting it? Simple one. Okay, the second question is about the time period of simple pendulum is 2 seconds. Here they have given the time period is 2 seconds, and we are supposed to find the frequency. What is the frequency? So the frequency, for the frequency, the formula is, the frequency is 1 upon the time period. 1 upon the time period. How much is the time period given to you? 1 upon time period is given 2. So when I divide 1 upon 2, it is 0.5. Frequency is given as per second or hertz. Okay. anything is okay for it. So this is your frequency. Now they have asked you what name is given to such a pendulum. Here, since the time period is how much, 2 seconds दिया हुआ है already, तो when does it become 2 seconds? When it is a seconds pendulum. The time period is 2 seconds, therefore it is a seconds pendulum. Getting it? So to find the frequency and to name which type of pendulum it is. Okay, the third question, try to understand it properly. A seconds pendulum, okay, it is already mentioned that it is a seconds pendulum. इसका मतलब the time period is already 2 seconds. नहीं भी दिया है तो it is to be considered, time period is 2 seconds, लेकिन this will use at the end. Now they have said a seconds pendulum is taken to a place where acceleration due to gravity falls to 1/4. मतलब ओरिजिनली कुछ और था और दूसरी जगह पर लेके गए तो वहाँ पर ग्रेविटी फॉल हो गया, कितना, बाई 1/4. तो लेट मी मेक 2 कॉलम्स. ओके, ये था ओरिजिनल एंड बाद में न्यू व्हेन इट इज शिफ्टेड टू अ न्यू प्लेस. सो लेट यहाँ पर द टाइम पीरियड भी T1 और यहाँ पर भी T2. यहाँ पर द ग्रेविटी be G1 and here it be G2. Okay, now since we know the relation that T1 is directly proportional to square root of G1, it is inversely proportional, sorry, it is inversely proportional to root of G1. Same way T2 is inversely proportional to 1 upon G2. Okay, so when I combine these two equation, what will it become? The proportionality sign बाद में निकाल देंगे. So according to this rule, T1 upon T2 becomes, before that यहाँ पर T1 and G1 will remain same, but they have said where ये जो second part है, when it is taken to another place, the acceleration due to gravity falls to 1/4. Acceleration due to gravity क्या बन गया, यहाँ पर अगर time interval T है और G1 को G लिया तो T2 will remain T2 only and G2 has become 1/4 of original G, 1/4 of original G. So T1 upon T2 will become 1 upon root of G1 upon 1 upon root of G2. Cancel cancel, becomes reciprocal, becomes root of G2 upon root of G1. So now what we have got is T1 upon T2 is equals to root of, पूरा रूट भी कर सकते हैं इसको, root of G2 upon G1. So which is what, root of G2. G2 is what, 1 upon 4 times G upon G1. G1 is what, G. So this G and G cancels, what is left is only root of 1 upon 4. So इसका मतलब T1 upon T2 has become root of 1 is 1 upon root of 4 is 2. When I cross multiply this, that means T2 into 1 is T2 is 2 into T1. So what has happened? So what has happened is when the there is a change, if the acceleration due to gravity is reduced to 1/4, what has happened is the time period will be, it has become 2 times, so it is doubled, it is doubled. This is your answer. Okay, and further they have asked you, what is the new time period. So the new time period according to this the new time period will be T2 is equals to 2 into original time period. The original time period was 2 seconds, so 2 into 2 is 4. So your new time interval is 4 seconds. Getting it? This is about the pendulum seconds pendulum, where originally the data was t and g, but when it was shifted to another place, we consider it as t2, and the gravity has become 1/4 of the original. So I have derived the relation. Otherwise you could have written directly this relation तो भी चलता था if you know it properly, but this is for your explanation purpose ये कैसे derive हुआ. So now T1 upon T2 is directly proportional to G2 upon G1, but G2 का value is 1/4 of G and G1 is G. G and G cancels, left is only 1 upon 4. तो 1 upon 4, square root of 1 upon 4 is 1 का square root is 1, 4 का square root is 2, therefore it has become 1 upon 2. Cross multiply अगर करेंगे तो 2 times T1 यानी 2 times T1, T1 is the original, is equals to T2. That means T2, that is when the acceleration due to gravity is reduced to 1/4, the time period will become doubled. It is 2 times, that's why I have written doubled. And then they have asked you what will be the new time period. New time period मतलब कौन सा? T2. तो T2 का वैल्यू is 2 times T1. इसके लिए 2 times 2 into T1. T1 is original time period. Original time period is 2 seconds. इसके लिए T1 के जगह पर I have substituted 2. 2 2 is 4 seconds. Therefore the total time period is 2 seconds. Okay. The fourth question says the length, find the length. We want the length of the seconds pendulum. It is a seconds pendulum. इसका मतलब the value of t will be 2 seconds at a place where g is given 10 meters per second square. Now it is a problem related to total time interval, length and gravity. So the formula for it, the solution, we know the formula that time period is equals to 2 pi with root of L upon G, and they have provided the value of pi. Pi ka value we are supposed to use 3.14. Okay, so here time period, the time period is given 2 seconds. 2 is as it is, into pi is 3.14, into in the root sign there is L upon G. L we are supposed to find and G ka value is 10. If I take this down, it becomes 2 upon 2 into 3.14, which is equals to root of L upon 10. Here 2 and 2 cancels. Okay, so I want to remove this root sign. So what I do is squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides will make this as 1 and this will become 3.14 the whole square. Here squaring this side will remove the square root sign. It will become only L upon 10. When I cross multiply this, therefore your L will become 10 upon 3.14 the whole square, which is 3.14 into 3.14. Therefore your L here better would be you multiply 314 and 314, 4 4s are 16, 5 and 12, 314, 4 3s are 12, 4 and 9. It becomes 6, 9, 5, 8, 9. Point after 4 places. It has become 10 upon 9, 8.596. Just to make it simplified, shift the 3 decimals. When you shift the 3 decimals, already एक 0 था, ऊपर 3 extra zeros, 1, 2 and 3 upon 9, 8, 5, 9, 6. So now this will become easier for you all to divide. That is, you are dividing 10,000 by 9, 8, 5, 9, 6. When you divide this, you are going to get an approximate answer of 1.0142. So this is the length of the pendulum. So length of the pendulum is in meters. So length of the pendulum. The calculation part is I have shown you how the multiplication goes and how the root sign is removed. Got it? Okay, the next question, fifth question, is just to compare the time period of two pendulums. Two pendulums are given and lengths are given 1 meter and 9 meter. So what I assume is, let T1 and T2 be the time periods and let L1 and L2 be the length of pendulum. Okay, but according to the relation we know that t is directly proportional to root of L, square root of L. This was the relation which I showed you in the beginning. So if I want the two relations, then T1 upon T2 will become root of L1 upon root of L2, which can be written directly as T1 upon T2 is equals to directly square root of L1 upon L2, which is equal to root of L1 upon L2, but L1 is given 1 meter and L2 is given 9 meters. So when I substitute this 1 upon 9, therefore T1 upon T2 is equal to square root of 1 is 1, square root of 9 is 3. So you only wanted the ratio, therefore T1 is to T2, the ratio is 1 is to 3. Answer for comparison between the two time periods when the ratio of the lengths are given to you. Okay, the next question is your fifth. We have done sixth. The sixth question, it is about a pendulum completes two oscillations. Two oscillations are completed in 5 seconds. So here the number of oscillations is given 2 and the time taken is 5 seconds, but we want the time period. So for time period we have a direct formula that the time period is what? It is the total time taken upon the total number of oscillations. Total number of oscillations. So to complete so many number of oscillations, how much time is required? The total time taken was 5 seconds, and how many oscillations we have completed? 2. So it comes out to be 2.5. Time period is given in seconds. So your capital T time period is 2.5 seconds. Then we want also find the length. Length is equals to how much? We have the formula again, T is equals to 2 pi root of L upon G. Time period is this 2.5. 2 will remain as it is into pi ka value, again we are going to use it as 3.14. It is 3.14 with root of L upon G. Length we require, and G they have said to use 9.8. So I am using 9.8. So now when I divide this is 2.5 upon, I have to take this down, 2 into 3.14, which is equals to root of L upon 9.8. What I am doing is, for the calculation purpose I am shifting 2 decimals. तो यहाँ पर भी when I shift 2 decimals, 1 decimal and other decimal, मतलब यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 0. So it is going to become, इधर बता रहा हूँ, it has become 250 upon 2 into 3.14, which is equals sorry 3.14 नहीं आएगा, पॉइंट ऑलरेडी हम लोग ने शिफ्ट कर दिया, तो 314 हो गया वो. ओके, which is equal to root of L upon 9.8. So when you calculate this, you get a value of okay, let me continue here. When you calculate this, divide this, first you multiply this and divide by divide it the number with 250, it is going to give you 0.398, which is equals to your root of L upon 9.8. Now to remove this square root sign, I am going to square on both sides, that is squaring on both sides. So this will become 0.398 the whole square, and the square root goes, क्योंकि हम लोग ने स्क्वायरिंग किया है, तो it will be L upon 9.8. इसका मतलब क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके L is equals to 0.398 the whole square मल्टीप्लाई बाई 9.8. का मतलब क्या करोगे तुम लोग, 0.398 को 2 बार मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, 0.398, एंड उसको जो भी आंसर आएगा मल्टीप्लाई बाय 9.8. When you multiply all these numbers, you will get an approximate answer of about 1.55 meters. Getting it? This is how to calculate the time period with some difficult calculations or time wasting calculations. But most probably this type won't be asked, because it is said in the syllabus new pattern that simple numericals will be asked. So this long calculations won't be asked, but then too, for your understanding I am doing this. Okay. Okay, the next question, the seventh question is again about the comparison value. The time period of two simple pendulums at a place are in the ratio 2:1. That is T1 is to T2 का ratio is already 2:1. Then what will be the ratio of their length? We want L1 is to L2. कितना होगा? Now we know the relation. Solution में पहले relation बता दो that T is directly proportional to root of L, and therefore when I say T1 upon T2 it will become root of L1 upon root of L2. Getting it? But the ratio T1 upon T2 is how much? 2:1. So it will become root of L1 upon L2. To remove the square root sign, I am going to square it, that is squaring on both sides. So this will become 2/1 का whole square, और यहाँ का square करेंगे तो square root will be gone. It will remain L1 upon L2. Therefore L1 upon L2 is equal to 2 का square 4, 1 का square 1. Therefore the new ratio L1 is to L2 has become 4:1. So when the ratio of the time period is given to you, we are finding the ratio of length of the pendulum, that is 4:1. Getting it? Easy one. The next question is your 8th question, which is about a diagrammatic type. You will better understand by the diagram. It takes 0.2 seconds for a pendulum bob to move from mean position. This is your mean position. Okay, from the mean position it takes 0.2 seconds to move from mean position to one end. तो यहाँ से suppose it is moving to one end, यहाँ पर आया तो from mean position to move towards the one side it takes 0.2 seconds. Now this is only a part of it. Here it is not a complete oscillation. ये oscillation complete कभी होगा? ये complete कभी होगा? Listen to it carefully. It started from mean position. इसका मतलब it will first go to one sided extreme position A, then again it will come back to the mean position, again 0.2 seconds लगेगा. बाद में it will move towards the other side, that is extreme of the other side, again it will take 0.2 seconds, and वापस अगर mean position पे आना है तो again it has to come back to mean position 0.2 seconds. इसका मतलब it has to cover 1, 2, 3 and 4 times, then it completes one complete oscillation. समझ में आ रहा है? So to find the complete oscillation time period, the question was it takes 0.2 seconds for a pendulum bob to move from mean position to one end. So what is the time period of the pendulum? So the time period is equals to the time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation. Now how is one oscillation completed? By covering 0.2 how many times? 4 times, and therefore 4 multiplied by 0.2 it becomes 0.8 seconds. So this is your time period when only a 1/4 part was given to you. यानी ये सिर्फ 1/4 part है. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4 जाके complete हुआ one complete oscillation. Therefore we have multiplied by 4. So your answer is 0.8 seconds. Your last question for this is, it says how much time does a bob of a seconds pendulum? It is a seconds pendulum. It will take to move from one extreme of its oscillation to the other extreme. Again diagrammatically I am explaining you. तो from one extreme to the other extreme, तो इधर से इधर जाने के लिए how much time it will require. But if you start from this position, तो ये यहाँ से it is going to the other extreme position, and from that extreme position when it comes back, that becomes one oscillation. Starting from A, it is going towards B. ये सिर्फ उसका half oscillation है. Oscillation means coming back to its original position. So if it starts from A, it moves towards B and from B again it has to move towards A, तभी जाके one complete oscillation होगा. But here it is said that how much time does the bob of a second pendulum take to move from one extreme of its oscillation to the other. So here, since it is second pendulum, the time period is 2 seconds. Okay. Now we will write the verbal part, that is the time taken by the bob to move from one extreme to the other extreme will be how much? Will be the time taken to cover half oscillation. Getting it? I explained you this going from A to B is your half part of the oscillation, and again coming from B to A will complete the oscillation. इसका मतलब go and return, to and fro journey makes one oscillation. इसके लिए we are considering only the half. Therefore, the time period required will be half of the time period given. Time period given is 2. 2 and 2 cancels, so the time taken will be 1 second. So this is your time taken to move from one extreme position to the other. So this completes the problems related to pendulum. That is your complete chapter of measurement. Next we proceed with the motion in one dimension numericals.